If you travel to the Pacific Northwest, one of the most majestic things you can see are the giant redwood trees that fill multiple groves. These trees can grow to be almost 400 feet tall with trunks that are 26 feet in diameter, and they can live for thousands of years. You would think trees that are that old and that big would have incredibly deep roots, but that's not true. One of the fascinating things about redwoods is that their roots usually only go 5 or 6 feet deep. The crazy thing is that they can extend for hundreds of feet. And what happens is that the roots of these amazing trees go out wide and interlock and interconnect with each other, and that's where their strength comes from. So because of what happens below the surface, it's almost impossible for a single redwood to fall over. Even when there are strong winds and storms, the strength to stay standing doesn't come from the tree itself, but is found in the roots being interwoven with those of the trees around it. You'll also never see one healthy redwood tree by itself, because it needs all the other trees to thrive, to flourish, and to reach its full potential. This is a great picture of healthy relationships. It's impossible for you and I to reach the fullness of our potential, to grow, to be healthy, to be strong, to mature without healthy relationships. We need each other because there will be storms, and we can't stand on our own. If we're serious about growing spiritually, we need the strength that comes from being connected with others who will encourage us, challenge us, and hold us accountable. That's why it's so important to be connected in relationships where you're known. We know these types of relationships don't always happen in every group, and they don't happen with every person in every group. But unless we're willing to be real enough with the few people around us and see who we connect with, they won't happen at all. One of the best steps you can take towards being known and interconnecting your life with others is to begin to share your story. There's a lot about our stories we can share, and over time, you'll have the chance to share more and more. But over the next couple of weeks, we want you to share those things that God has used in your life to help grow your faith. Who are the providential relationships that have been most influential in your life? What practical teaching has impacted you? What private disciplines have you engaged with that have caused you to grow closer to God? What personal ministry have you participated in? Maybe a mission trip or serving on a team at church, or maybe it was doing something to help a friend or neighbor. And finally, what are those pivotal circumstances that have shaped your faith? You might not have something from all 5 of these categories, and that's okay. The point is not to check off a list. The point is to begin to open up about your life and your faith, to be known. And as you open up, I hope your life begins to interconnect with others in your group, that you will begin to find strength through each other so you can grow and mature, and so you can help each other when storms come and life gets messy. And let's be honest, it will get messy. So use these 5 things God uses to grow our faith as a framework for sharing with your group. There's a guide in your book that will help you think through your story. Try to keep it to about 5 minutes so everybody has a chance to share. Tonight, you and your group will get started sharing your stories.